Imagine, it is 1898. You walk into a local pharmacy, your child has a persistent cough, and the pharmacist hands you a bottle. The label reads, Heroin. It wasn't a secret drug or a back alley poison. It was a wonder medicine sold in 23 countries, marketed by the pharmaceutical giant Bayer. They called it heroin because it made their test subjects feel like heroes. But what started as a medical revolution quickly turned into a global nightmare. Today, we uncover the lethal prescription that fooled the world. Before the 20th century, morphine was the king of painkillers, but it had one major flaw. It was incredibly addictive. Bayer's head of research, Heinrich Dreiser, wanted a safe alternative. In 1897, his team synthesized a new compound. They claimed it was 10 times more effective than codeine, and, most importantly, they promised it was non-addictive. The marketing was aggressive. Bayer sent free samples to thousands of doctors. They placed ads in medical journals showing happy children and healthy families. It was used for asthma, bronchitis, and even the common cold. For a few years, the world believed they had found a miracle, a drug that could heal the world without taking its soul. To understand the tragedy, we have to look at the chemistry. Heroin is actually diacetyl morphine. By adding 2 acetyl groups to the morphine molecule, Bayer's chemists made it more lipophilic, or fat-soluble. In plain English, this allowed the drug to cross the blood-brain barrier, like a ghost through a wall. Once inside the brain, it converts back into morphine, but with a speed and intensity never seen before. It hits the opioid receptors with such force that the brain's chemistry is permanently altered in an instant. Bayer told the world it was safe because it didn't cause the same stomach issues as morphine, but they ignored the most dangerous part. The brain, once it tastes this heroic feeling, it never wants to let go. By 1910, the reports of heroinism started flooding in. Hospitals were filling up with heroin addicts, people who had started with a simple cough syrup and ended up in a life of darkness. In the streets of New York, addicts began selling scrap metal to pay for their next dose, earning the name junkies. Finally, in 1924, the United States banned the manufacture of heroin, but the damage was already done. The drug had spread across the globe, and the company that gave us aspirin had accidentally created the most addictive substance on Earth. It was a hard lesson for the scientific world. Sometimes, the cure is far more dangerous than the disease. History has a dark sense of humor. Today, we look back at the 1890s and wonder, how could they be so blind? But it makes you think, which safe medications of today will be the lethal prescriptions of tomorrow? If you enjoyed this journey into the shadows of medicine, subscribe to Lethal Prescriptions. We have many more stories to tell and many more secrets to uncover. Sleep well. And remember, sometimes the things we trust the most are the ones we should fear. Until next time.